Hi, I'm Terri Hirning, and I get the honor of being here with Dr. Jerry Kartzinel today.
Thank you.
New York Times best-selling author and a clinician, practitioner, and autism dad.
And pediatrician.
And pediatrician, that's
right.
And today we wanted to talk a little bit about the IonCleanse by AMD technology, because I don't know about you, but when I first got approached about this technology, I was a little bit skeptical. My son was 11 at the time, and we took part in the very first study that IonCleanse did in the autism community, and I began to see things with him from that very first cleanse, and that really shocked me. I, at the time, worked for the Great Plains Laboratory and New Beginnings Nutritionals. We had done a lot of testing, we had done a lot of supplementation, and I felt like my son had really plateaued. We had done a lot of detoxification with sauna therapy, and being able to utilize this technology and see some interesting changes right from the beginning was super exciting. And then we brought it into our practice, and we're able to do some research. Our practice did the glyphosate excretion study, and we continue to try and look at ways that this technology is supporting optimal health and wellness. So what did you first think when you saw this foot bath?
Well, this was many years ago when I started looking at foot baths and trying to decide whether they played a role in taking care of our kids as far as detoxification. And it just didn't pass the smell test for me. It's like, really, you're going to put your foot in some water, it's going to change colors, they're going to pass electric current through the kids' feet. The nice thing about autism is they don't have a placebo effect, meaning that what you see is what you get, as you know, and either something works or not, and wishful thinking isn't going to push things through. So I was kind of watching on the sidelines for a couple of years, and of course seen IonCleanse at the different meetings that I've been to, and there they are, and I wave at them, and they kind of talk to me, and I say, okay, that sounds good, I'll try it sometime. Well, eventually I did try it, and I said, look, I'm going to give this a try because I've had some people tell me it's working, and it's a significant investment for the family, and I'm kind of careful with how they spend their money. So I said, all right, I'll give it a try, and they said, well, how many units would you like? And I said, well, give me 20 units. And they said, fine, we'll give 20. And I said, but I'm going to use my toughest kids, my tough nuts, the ones that I've been working with, not kids on the internet and this mom writes this. These are the kids that I've been working with and struggling with. They may be nonverbal, they may be behavioral, they may not be sleeping, but these were the tough kids, all right? I said, fine. I said, there's a problem here. I said, if it doesn't work, I'm going to let people know it doesn't work.
Absolutely.
And I said, that may not be good for your business. They said, fine, we're confident in this. Okay then, so I was working with different people and said, hey, I've got this, and they said, yes, let's give it a try. Or they've been seeing this at the clinics or at these meetings, but because I wasn't a big believer in it, they weren't really ready to make that investment. So we got it for them. And we were keeping tabs with what's called ATEC scoring, where they go online and they score. And it was amazing. After 30 days, I was getting some incredible emails back, and of course the ATEC scores dropped like 21%.
Right.
I was like, well, I don't have too many things can do that in 30 days. But that was only half the study. Then we went for another 30 days, so 60 days total, and we got over 30% drop in ATEC scores. I can't explain how it works, but it's absolutely really, really cool. And it's probably working in conjunction with everything else that I'm doing. They're on the gluten-free, dairy-free diet, they're taking their vitamins and supplements and minerals. But wow, it was really impressive.
And that your work actually mirrors a little bit of what our first TMR study showed, which was a 35% reduction overall. And again, these were kiddos where the parents were hardcore biomed parents. These weren't newly diagnosed families just dipping their toe into biomedical intervention. Our families had done diet, we'd done supplementation, detox, homeopathy, cranial, chelation, I mean, you name it, we have pretty much done it. And to be able to see a 35% reduction. My son went from a 25 on the ATEC, and it was after 120 days, and he went down to a 3. And, for a family that has tried everything and really felt like we'd plateaued in his recovery, that was pretty amazing. And then to take older kids and see an even bigger reduction in ATEC scores, it was really, really exciting. So is this a therapy that you bring into your practice now on a more regular basis since your study? or how do you kind of coach parents on how to, certainly we know that not all foot baths are created equal, and the IonCleanse is definitely, they have their patented dual polarity technology, and they have all the safety features built in. How do you coach your patients in your practice in terms of moving forward with an educated way to approach foot bath detox?
I like how you slipped all that in. That's pretty cool. You've done this before. I'm using it now, I'm incorporating it now as a part of my practice, okay? This company is a company of integrity. In other words, you have 60 days to use it, and if it doesn't work for you, they'll actually give your money back. So who wouldn't pay and invest in their kid to get a 30% reduction in their ATEC score? So I feel comfortable recommending it now to all of my patients who are in that part of the stage where they need to detoxify, where they need to get, I don't know what they're getting out because it's hard to measure, but we're facilitating the movement where their brains are opening up, their language is opening up, their moods are improving, their sleep is improving, their vocalizations are improving. So it's going to be incorporated in mostly everything I do at a certain stage. Like you said, we have to be gluten-free and dairy-free and do all the usual things.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to recommend it, universally to all my patients as they get to that point of their development and improvement.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you very much.